Hello, everyone. Another Stargods vlog happening. Chaka, cha, chaka, cha. And I got my great mic. I love this mic. I love this mic. Kiss me, kiss me. I want to mention first that I'll probably do an exclusive Patreon video on Monday. If some of you could throw me a couple ideas, that would be good. I'm not sure what to talk about, but I want it deep. I want it deep fried, not Kentucky fried like YouTube, deep fried. You understand me, boy?
I understand you, Paul. I know what you're talking about.
Dummy. I want to say that I don't know. I've always, okay, it's confession time. This is what my doctor does when I enter into the room for an examination. No, I've never had good health, and right now, as I speak, I mean, I have so many issues. You can't name a disease that I don't have or an issue I don't have. Yes, you use the word issue instead of disease. So I've been through a lifetime of looking for cures and thinking positive thoughts. Oh, yeah, when I was a Christian, they used to have this faith healer come to town. He was hilarious. We'd all line up, in a row, and then he'd go, "Whoop, glory!" And the guy would go down, "Whoop, glory!" Another one down, and another one down. It was just, and then he'd be going, oh, he scores, and it was just so. So I'll tell you the secret of what that's all about. I'm in the lineup, and I'm tense, and I'm just like, oh, it's just going crazy, Yeah, and then boom, down it goes. Another one bites the dust. Hey, another one bites out. Whoop, glory down. Whoop, glory down. And then the guy next to me is gone down, and I'm just my anxiety is just like, and then he does the whoop glory, and then I think, well, if I don't go down, it's going to be really, really embarrassing for everybody, and so I'll just go with it, and it was such a relief. Oh, you just let go all that tension, and just fall back like you're falling in a cloud because they'll catch you. And but when you're standing there and you get the whoop glory, you you have to go down because otherwise it's going to be extremely awkward. It's going to be very awkward unless you're a real rebellious type. He's got the devil in him. He's got the devil. He's mocking God. Okay, push him down. I've been pushed. I experimented a couple of times. I tried not to go down because it's so. It's because if you've been through it before, it is so irresistible. You just let go. You let all the anxiety just go, and you just fall, and you lay on the floor for a few minutes, and you can wow. But I've never been healed from anything. I'm getting to a point now where I actually don't believe in healing. I think it may be, and I could be wrong, but a false hope that people come up with. Oh yeah, no, the Lord is going to heal me. I saw people healed, and then it's like a placebo. I've seen them heal in church. Oh yeah, I was depressed, but now I'm happy. I'm happy in Jesus. Where's some water I can walk on? Oh, we have the baptism water right here. You can walk on that. Look at me. But it's just temporary. I noticed in all the cases it was just temporary, and whoa, quake. And I was never healed. I've been, I've They actually had me in the basement one time casting out demons. I mean, it was just like I remember the elder going around. We cast you out, Satan. It's like holy crap, holy. And so I don't know. I don't. And then I've been through the route of health. Always an article. There's always a video. I've watched those videos online. Oh, take two. No, no. Here's cure for such and such, and then you listen. And no. You read. I'm getting confused, doctor. Oh, thank you. Um, you read this big ad, cures this, eliminates that. Oh, yeah. And you go, oh, okay. And then watch this short video. And the videos are always an hour and a half. And then comes up the ad page where you can get this product and you can get a full week supply for $150. As if, and I've gotten a lot of these herbs and things. I think the whole medical industry is fraudulent, absolutely fraudulent. That'd be a good subject for. Yeah, I could really let go on that one for Patreon. Yeah, so and then you take these herbs and they don't help and they're super expensive and then faith healers don't work. Whoop, glory! I'm not kidding. That's exactly what he would do. He would go, whoop, glory! Down you'd go and thank you, Jesus. Remember what was his name? He used to be in Washington, I think. Oh, what was his name? Ernest Angley. He'd get deaf kids up there, and the kids would come up and he'd go, in the name of Jesus, Bill. And then he'd grab them, and put his mouth to their ear. Baba, Baba. Whoa. Everybody go mental, eh? But I think there's a lot of placebo effects there, It's a belief system. A lot of our diseases, I am convinced that basically all of our illness and disease comes from stress, and it also comes from us. I learned this in psychology. You have a little girl coming home from school, and she's noticing all these fire trucks and everything, and she's concerned and smoke, and she gets to her place, and it's on fire. Her whole house is on fire. And then all of a sudden, she sees her parents running out on fire in flames. And they're screaming in pain, thinking they're already in hell or something, just screaming. Ah! Ah! So the little girl, about maybe a couple of weeks, a month later, goes blind. They don't know why, but it's a whole psychological happening. She doesn't want to see her parents burning to death. So the brain shuts down, Speaking of, when my eyes exploded, and I don't know what to think anymore. And apparently it was really rare. It hardly ever happens. And I was going, gee, great. And I'm just doing all these what is it? You affirm your feelings and everything. And I believe in healing. I believe in healing. Didn't really kind of jive so I don't really believe in healing because I've never been healed. And I've had quantum healers work on me, two of them. Nuttin', honey. Nuttin'. It's a nuttin' muffin, okay? Nothing happened. So I'm not bitter, but I don't believe in it. And I don't believe these ancient stories where the tribe came down and went, you ball, I'm so much better now. But I think I need some milk and magnesia. I've got a list about 5 miles long. I mean, every time I see the doctor, woo, 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 woo. Um, boy, am I gonna make money off him. The thing is, the thing is that they're drug dealers. They just push and push drugs on you. I should really open up and tell you my experience with the medical industry. I think I'll do that for the next Patreon. I can get it out of my system. Yay! So see this is how you're supposed to do it. You go yay! Oh my god, I got so many adventures in my life. I should write a book. I mean, I've got millions of adventures I've had in my life. I've been thinking of doing a comedy, but I can't really see that well. But I know that I am absolutely convinced, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that if I ever write my idea of comedy out in a book, I've got a complete outline in my head what I would want it to be. I swear it'd be the funniest book. I don't. I like. I'm wondering if I could even complete it because I'd be laughing so hard. Oh, I get some really crazy experiences. I've had a pretty good life. I don't regret anything. Regrets. I've had a few, too few to mention. Yeah, I got a few, but not many. So yeah, I've tried every medical thing, and a newest report CBD. CBD doesn't work. I don't know what that's all about. You know, CBD doesn't work at all for anything. I've smoked it. I've smoked it. I've made soup out of it, deep fried it, southern fried it, boiled it, saute. Reminds you of a certain movie. Uh, Baked it. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I found nothing, and I found that no faith. I don't really believe it when I see all these documentaries. Oh, well, the guy was doing this, doing that, and switching back and forth. And the healers come and they give him a little mixture. No, not ayahuasca, just a medicine. And he glugs it down, and supposedly he gets better. But that's a placebo effect, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know. Have any of you been healed? See, I'm always up here coaxing information from you people. I love it. I love it when people, give me some real feedback. Have you ever been healed from anything? Um, I find that people do get healed, but very, very, because it's all part of the mind, anyways, most of the time. Unless, your doctor tells you, oh, this is the latest flu shot. Yeah, it's got battery acid. It's good for you. All the experts say it's good for you and it will prevent the flu. In that kind of case, that's not going to be physical. I find is very you don't get healed, and I notice depression, anxiety, and all that, and nothing helps. I've seen a lot of people on antidepressants. This is the miracle of the month. I want you to try it. And my friends will go, oh, okay, you're a doctor. I trust you. Nothing. Nothing. In fact, some of them actually warn you. You can get suicidal thoughts, more deeper depression. I can't wait to take that one. Hey, Joe, how's it going? Hey, F off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to try and make these just under half an hour so I don't have to crunch them down, which takes a very long time. And then, anyways, we won't play the violin today. I I want to I want feedback from you people. Has anything cured you of anything? And none of this. Oh, I had an itchy scalp. Right there, right there. And the doctor gave me a prescription, and it all went away. And then I'll tell you. if you've got a certain illness, and I think they're winners. They're winners. Is if because that's what you do. You go in for blood pressure, and it's high because you've been sitting in the doctor's. Here, you got to wait an hour and a half to see a doctor, and then it comes in. You got high blood pressure. No, no, it's from sitting here in your stinking office and listening to people. Oh, it hurts. Oh my God. You're supposed to feel relaxed in a doctor's office. But usually you end up in the office going, please, I'll make a deal with you. You know what I mean? It's just crap, and then all they do is that's how they get you with a high blood pressure. If you got high blood pressure, they have the same thing. I swear they must have learned it in medical school. Your blood pressure is very serious. In fact, you may not make it to your car. I can't believe it. They oh my God. Talk about using fear tactics, using that old, yeah, oh, I can't say. But it's all fear tactics, and then once they take you got high blood pressure, so they blame everything you have. I got a little bit of an itch there; it keeps coming back. What's your high blood pressure? You got to get your numbers down. And same with diabetes. You go in there, and then I got I got a little itchy ear that. Well, that's your numbers. You got to get them. Here's more medication. Take it. Because what they do is they get perks. I had a doctor tell me the more drugs I give out, even the samples, I can get a paid vacation out of it. Wow, thank you for telling me. This prescription? Yeah. I can't believe it. I've had my dad was very sick, and they pumped him full of meds. He had pages and pages of those blistered things. And I said, well, he should be off the high blood pressure. And oh, no, I got the big lecture. And then he had to take, what was it? It's very well known for lowering the cholesterol. And it sounds, I forget what the name is. He told me, yeah, it's profit driven. He was honest. He was a little too honest. So what do we got here? 17. So I'll just kind of make this really fast. Have any of you experienced I mean a major healing, like something that was revolutionary? Because I always wonder if it's the belief system or if it's literally the power of God or the power of the mind or whatever. There was a guy I read Deepak Chopra's book. He's creepy. I think he's kind of a psychopath. Yeah, because I heard him in an interview once, and he says, "Well, how'd you feel when your dad died?" Yeah, well, it's a really stupid question. He said, "Nothing." Well, why is that? Well, he never existed. In other words, he had no feelings. What does that remind you of? Look it up. Um, so he mentions a story. A guy had all this cancer, these lesions or whatever, and the doctor thought, well, I've been reading about the placebo effect, and he got a little syringe of water and told the guy, this is a new chemical or not a chemical, new medication that has shown great success in eliminating cancer. And the guy was just like, really? Yeah, yeah. I got special permission to use it. Psst. He was healed. He was healed. All the lesions went away. Or are they? Is that a proper word? Or the what do you call those? Oh man, yeah, stupid chemtrails. What do you call it? Tumors. Wow, see how long? You should have timed that. Wow, this guy's nuts. tumors. And all the tumors went away. Boom, 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 boom. Now the guy at home, he's interested in medicine now. He goes out and buys a medical book, and he finds what he's supposedly been taking, XYZ medication. Complete failure. It's didn't pass the test or the scrutiny or whatever, and all his tumors came back, and he died something like 3 days later or something. You see what I mean? I've tried to trick my mind. It doesn't work, And I've had the yay, and that's never worked. And I've done all these herbs, endless herbs. Did you know I took an herb one time for something? I ain't going to confess. And I got really, really sick from it. I got really, really sick from it. And then apparently you shouldn't take it if you have something else. These herbs are dangerous. I've read about these herbs, and some of them can actually kill you. And or if they come in contact with something else in your system that you're taking from the doctor, it might kill you. I mean, they don't tell you nothing. It's a nuttin' muffin, okay? So, oh, geez, I gotta up the medication. I'm itchy, doctor. I'm itchy. Okay, wait, there you go now. Get the hell out. Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor. They just mask the symptoms. They don't heal you. I mean, but you hear all this. There was what was his name, Doctor Rife, who could cure with frequencies, and I don't buy it. I think those are all old wise tales. And there's all these healing. The Egyptians could heal, and everybody heal. I think it's all propaganda. I think the pharmaceuticals, or the pharmacy, I meant to say, is paying people to come out. Yeah, yeah. Wow, I took this medicine. I gave it to my dead grandmother who was on the floor, and she came back to life, and she said, I want to walk on water. Like, give me a break. Oh, I shouldn't be so funny because, some people have complained, you don't take anything seriously. You should have a tie and a suit. You should just smarten up. Well, I read where Jesus, he performed the miracle of the tie and suit and walked among the people, the multitude, you know. That gave him credibility. Credibility. I have no credibility. I have no reputation, and I don't care. Yeah. Okay. That's a symptom. Um, but I have my standby doctor. Psst. Oh, thank you. He keeps me going. So I just want to say that I got to wrap this up real quick. Let me know if you've had experiences with healing and you think it's real healing. You believe it to be real healing. I don't know. The belief system gets involved and things tend to happen, you know. So there you go. So won't be too big of a file. And see, because BitChute is one of my backups, and they only allow 2 megs, or no, sorry, 2 gigs for a video. Well, you try and keep a video down to 2 gigs, which I do by cutting it short. But yeah, it's very difficult. BitChute is a dinosaur. But I have no problem with what's that? Utah Gun Exchange. Huge platform. It's really good. It's got all the bells and whistles and everything. It's great. But, you don't get the views. So, anyways, yeah. So I think Monday I'll do a Patreon video, exclusive video. And I think it's gonna be a big rant about the medical industry. I got things I want to share big time. So thank you very much, and I'll be back. Oh, that was a terrible impersonation.